Good morning to all my dear student. I am Neelam Miss from Mehdi English School, your social science teacher, and today we are going to continue with our chapter number 10, Indian Agriculture. Before starting our lesson, I welcome you all with a good thought. Education is the ticket to success. In last lecture, we have completed about millet crops. We have learned millet crops in detail. This is a picture of millet and this is the picture of a millet crop. We have completed about maize crop. This is the picture of a maize crop. And we have learned the detailed notes of maize crop. Then we have completed pulses. This is the image of pulses. And we have learned in detail about pulses. Then we have completed about oilseeds. This is the image of oilseeds crops. In oilseeds we have completed about groundnut. We have completed about a groundnut oilseeds in detail. This is the picture of groundnut farming. We have completed all the detail. We have completed all the points in detail about groundnut. We have completed sesame. This is the picture of sesame, and we have completed all the detailed notes of sesame. And today we are going to learn about mustard oil seed. This is the picture of mustard oil seeds. You can see that the oil is also, this oil is made up from mustard, and this is the mustard seed. And this is the farming of mustard. This is the image of mustard crop image. It means it is the farming of mustard seed. Mustard. Mustard is a rabi crop. It is an important crop of North India. It means mustard is rabi crop and it is important crop of North India. It means maximum production. They are irrigating the mustard crop more and they are using the mustard oil in their edible, in the cooking also. Mustard seeds and its oil is used for medicines and also as a edible oil. It means the mustard seed and its oil is used as a medicinal purpose. It means that we can use the seed of mustard and the oil we can also use in a medicinal purpose also, and mustard oil is also used for the edible oil. It means for cooking purpose. Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh are the major producer of mustard. It means the states like Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh are the major state. Those who are producing the mustard, it means these states produce maximum mustard. This is the picture of coconut oil. This is because we are learning about oil seeds. We have learned that we get oil from till, we get oil from groundnut, we get oil from mustard seed, and now we are going to learn about coconut. This is the picture of a coconut oil. The oil is made from the coconut. This is the picture of coconut tree. You can see that. Coconut is a plantation crop of hot and humid climate, coastal climate and saline land. It means that we can grow the coconut tree in hot and humid climate. It means coconut tree, to grow the coconut crop, it required hot and humid climate. It required coastal climate. It means coastal climates, it means the area nearby the sea. It's required a coastal climate and it required saline land. like the saline land, which where the coastal land is there, where the coastal climate is there, that the coastal land is known as a saline land. In India, the coconut plantation are found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andaman, Nicobar, etc. It means that in India, the maximum coconut plantation is done in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and in island of Andaman Nicobar. It means that South is called a land of coconut. Maximum of coconut is grown in South India. In Gujarat, coconut is grown in coastal region. It means that in Gujarat also the peoples are growing coconut tree, but maximum of coconut trees are grown in near the coastal region. That you all are knowing, when you go near the sea coast, you will see the number of coconut trees over there. A special type of coconut trees which is shorter and giving more yield is developed. It means the coconut trees which are short in height compared to, you have seen when you are going to the coastal region, near the coastal region you will see the trees, the height of coconut tree is very high, but the trees which length is shorter, it means coconut trees which are shorter in the height are giving more yield is developed. It means they are giving maximum number of coconuts, and that the yield, it means the farming is very good. It's developed more farming and it's give more production also. In South India, coconut oil extracted from the coconut kernel is used as a edible oil. It means that in South India, people are using coconut oil as their edible oil. It means they are using coconut oil for their cooking purpose. Kernel, it means that dry coconut is known as kernel. It means in South Indian peoples, like we, the people, those who are living in Gujarat, we use groundnut oil. Like in South India, people use coconut oil in their cooking purpose. They are using coconut oil as a edible oil. Besides its water is useful as a healthy drink. That we all are knowing that the drinking of a coconut water is very good for our health. So besides we are getting edible oil also, we can drink a water, and the coconut water is considered as a healthy drink. Now we are going to learn about castor oil. This is the castor seed, and the oil, this is the oil which is made up of from the castor seed. This is the farming image of castor crop. This is the image of castor crop. You can see that. Castor oil. Castor oil is also known as divela in locally. It means in local language, we people are saying castor oil. It is known as divela. It means almost locally all the peoples are knowing castor oil as a divel oil. It is both kharif as well as rabi crop. It means castor oil is kharif as well as rabi crop. It means we can grow castor in a monsoon season also, and we can grow castor in winter season also. It means kharif is also known as monsoon. Kharif crop, it means monsoon crop. Rabi crop, it means winter crops. With a 64%, India is the largest producer of castor in the world. It means in India, 64% of castor we are growing. in all over of the world, we are giving 64% of castor producer. We are producing 64% of castor is produced from our country out of the whole world. China and Brazil came next respectively. It means that India stands first in the production of castor, and China is on second rank and Brazil is on third rank for the cultivation of castor crop. About 80% of production is come from Gujarat. It means at the world level we are producing 64% of castor, but if we are seeing state wise, it means that in India there are total 28 states are there. From we can see state wise, then Gujarat lead first. From Gujarat, about 80% of production of castor is coming from Gujarat. Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan are other producer. It means Gujarat came first in the production of castor, then Andhra Pradesh and then Rajasthan. In Gujarat, the district of Banaskantha, Patan, Sabarkantha, Rajkot, Junagadh, Amreli, etc. produce in a little quantity. It means that in Gujarat, the other district also produce the castor crop. But like the district like Banaskantha, Patan, Sabarkantha, Rajkot, Junagadh, Amreli produce a little quantity. It means in Gujarat, total there are 33 districts are there. All of the districts are producing castor, but this district Banaskantha, Patan, Sabarkantha, Rajkot, Junagadh, Amreli, it means this 6 districts out of 33 produce a little quality or little quantity of castor. The oil from coconut seed, sunflower, paddy, maize also used increasingly as edible oil. It means that oil day by day people are also using the oil of cotton seeds. Even cotton seeds oil, day by day people are also using cotton seeds oils, sunflower oils. Even some people are also using paddy, it means rice oil, in their cooking. Even maize oil in Gujarat also now people are using maize oil, and it's using day by day. Increase of this oil is also increasing as a edible oil for the cooking purpose. Day by day people are using this all the oils. Now we are going to learn about hot beverages. Hot beverages, it means that tea, coffee, or we can say cocoa, this all is known as hot beverages. Now we are going to learn about tea. This is a tea plantation. This is a garden of a tea plantation. You can see the tea is grown on mountain in the slopy land. This is a tea garden. Tea is known as plantation agriculture. It required more capital and more labor force. You can see that all the ladies are working. It required more investment also, and required more labor force also. It means it required more hard work also. Tea is a plant of tropical as well as temperate zone. Tea leaf and its tender sprout are processed, and its powder and small leaves used in the drink. It means that the tea leaf and its tender, it means after it become dry, it will convert it into sprout. It means like a small little ball that we can say that a tea, and then after that powder, it is converted, that processed in powder, and that small leaves we are used in a drinking also, like we can use as a green tea also, and the normal tea which we are drinking. India produce maximum tea after China. It means China stand first in the production of tea, and India stand in second rank in the production of tea. Sri Lanka, China, India are the leading tea exporters. It means that three countries are the leading tea exporters. It means maximum numbers of export. The tea export is done by these three countries, that is Sri Lanka, China and India. Slopy land where water easily flow down, good iron content, 20 to 30 degree Celsius of temperature, and about 200 of centimeter of a rainfall coming in the form of shower throughout the year are the favorable condition of a tea plantation. So you can understand how difficult to grow the tea plantation is, because it required slopy land which can flow the water easily. It means you can't grow tea on the flat land. It means you can't grow tea on plain and straight. It means that a plain land you can't grow that tea plantation. You required a slopy land. It means a mountain. It required a soil which having a good iron content. It means the content of iron should be more in soil. It required only 20 to 30 degree of Celsius of a temperature. If you are growing a tea in the temperature between 40 up to 30 degree of Celsius, then the plant will be burn. The whole plant will burn. You can't grow the tea plantation where it's having the temperature above than 30 degree of Celsius. It required heavy rainfall, that is 200 or more than 200 of centimeter, and the rainfall is coming throughout year in the form of shower, not the rainfall like the heavy rainfall, not in the form of flood or cyclone. It required a rainfall in the form of a droplets like a showering rainfall it required, and it required whole year rainfall. So this all are the favorable condition for the tea plantation. Tea is grown more in Assam, it means in East India. Tea is more grown in West Bengal, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. These all are the major state producing tea plantation. Assam and West Bengal produce 75% tea to the nation. It means that even Assam, West Bengal, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, these all states are also producing tea. But 75% of tea production is coming from Assam and from West Bengal. Tea leaves are very skillfully plucked from the plants. This you can see in the picture how these all ladies are plucking the leaf. They are very careful when they have to pluck the leaves from the plant. Otherwise the whole plant will be break. So when you are, the tea leaves is very skillfully. It means you need very you need skill to pluck the leaves from the plant. Now we are going to learn about coffee. This is a coffee seeds, and this is the picture of a coffee seed. You can see that this is the coffee powder and this is the coffee crop. You can see here. This is the coffee plantation farming. You can see that this way coffee has been grown on the plant. Coffee. Coffee is reared over the slope of mountain in the shade of a larger tree in such a way that no direct sunlight fall on the coffee leaves. It means that coffee is grown in the slope of mountains under the shade of the large tree. It means that the trees like banyan tree or neem tree or peepal tree, the trees which is on a mountain, and in the shadow under that tree we can grow the coffee. It means that if a direct sunlight is coming on the coffee plant, then the plant will burn. So the big tree is giving shadow to this small coffee plants, and then and only then we can grow the coffee plantation. Coffee plantation also required more capital, skills and technique, knowledge. It required machines, fertilizer. So it is also known as a plantation types of agriculture. Coffee crop needed 150 to 200 centimeter of rainfall and 50 to 28 degree of Celsius temperature and slopy mountain land. It means that how many centimeter of rainfall range is required to grow coffee crop? It required 150 to 200 centimeter of rainfall. It means heavy rainfall is required to grow coffee crop, and it required cool climate. The climate between 15 to 28 degree of Celsius temperature is required to grow the coffee crop, and it required slopy mountain land, and where we can grow a coffee under the large trees. So the coffee crop do not get a direct sunlight on that coffee plant, otherwise the coffee leaves will burn. Coffee is grown in abundance in Karnataka, Kerala and in Tamil Nadu. It means that maximum of coffee production is done. It means maximum of coffee is grown in Karnataka, Kerala and in Tamil Nadu. It means maximum of coffee is grown in South India. Coorg area of Karnataka is well-known region for the coffee production. Like Bhal region of Gujarat is famous for Bhalia wheat. Like this way, the coffee from the Coorg region of state Karnataka is very famous and very well-known region for the coffee production. It means the coffee from Coorg region of Karnataka is giving the best quality of coffee production. Coffee seeds are extracted out of the nuts, grinded, and then it is used as a drink. It means coffee seeds, its nut is grinded and converted into powder, and then we are using as a coffee drink. Now we are going to learn about the next beverages, that is cocoa plantation. This is the picture of a cocoa plantation. And this is another picture of cocoa plantation. You can see this is the cocoa seeds is there. This is the cocoa plantation farming image, like this way. From this fruit we will get the coffee seeds. You can see in the picture how beautiful it is looking, how colorful it is looking. From this is a farming of cocoa plantation. We all are knowing that chocolate is made up of from cocoa powder. Cocoa is prepared out of the seed of the cocoa fruit. It means this is a cocoa fruit, and from cocoa fruit what we will get? The cocoa seeds. You can see in the picture. This is cocoa fruit, and from that cocoa fruit what we will get? Cocoa seed. This is the cocoa seed. You can see here. This is the cocoa seed and this is the cocoa fruit. And this is the tree. This is the plantation of cocoa. Cocoa is prepared out of seeds of the cocoa fruits. Cocoa is a beverage. Chocolate is prepared from cocoa. It means we all are knowing chocolate is prepared from the cocoa powder, and cocoa powder is made from the cocoa seed. After when we grind the cocoa seed, and from that powder we can make chocolate. It required hot and humid climate and excessive rainfall. It means that cocoa requires hot and humid climate, is favorable for the cocoa plantation, and it requires excessive rainfall. It means it required heavy rainfall, more than 200 centimeter. African countries are its major producer. It means at all over the world, African countries are giving the maximum production of cocoa. It means there are, in African countries, there are number of cocoa plants are there. Cocoa production is on increase in Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and in Tamil Nadu states. It means in India, day by day, the cocoa production is also increased in South Indian states of India like Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, etc. are the state are producing major productions, are giving number of high production in cocoa plantation. Now we are going to learn about cash crop. Coffee, cotton, sugarcane, oranges, jute, this all are a cash crop. Now the question is coming in your mind, what are the cash crop? Cash crop means this is term used that differentiate it from subsistence farming crop, where the farmer grow crops to feed for their families. It means you all are knowing subsistence farming. It means they are just doing farming to maintain or to feed their family. Why? Because they are very poor. But in difference, cash crop is known as commercial farming. Here only they are doing farming to get economic return, a good economic return. So this type of farming is also known as commercial farming. And which crop is known as cash crop? It means cash crop, it means it having demand in the market of that crop. The crops like coffee, cotton, sugarcane, jute, oranges, mango, this all are considered to be a cash crop. Why? Because this crop which are produce a lots of profit, you will get maximum economic return. So this type of farming is also known as commercial farming. Cash crop, it means that in simple language, where we get economic return, where we get maximum profit, is known as cash crop. So the crop which is having demand in the market like coffee, cotton, sugarcane, oranges, jute, this all crops are considered as a cash crop. And now we are going to learn about cash crop in detail. Cotton crops. Cotton crop, this is the picture of a cotton crop. We can also say cotton crop as a cash crop, because from cotton we will get economic return, we will get profit. So it is known as cash crop. You can see this is the picture of a cotton crops. This is a farming of cotton crops. This is the picture of cotton crop seed. This is the picture of cotton crop seed. From this seed, oil is also made. This is cotton seed oil. This seed is also used to feed animals. This is also used as an animal fodder. This cotton seed is also used as animal fodder also, and from this we can also make cotton seed oil. This is the cotton seed oil. Now we will learn in detail about cotton crop. Cotton is a kharif crop. It means cotton is a monsoon crop. It means we can grow cotton in a monsoon season. Cotton holds an important place as a cash crop in Gujarat and in India. It means that from cotton we will get maximum profit. So cotton is considered to be a cash crop in Gujarat. It means maximum cotton production is done in Gujarat and in India. At a world level, India is at second place in the production and uses and export of a cotton. It means that we are at the second rank in the production of cotton. We are in the second rank in the use of cotton, and we are in a second rank. We are exporting cotton to other country. Cotton without seed is obtained from cotton plants. It means cotton without seed which is obtained from the cotton plants. It means the plain cotton, it's obtained from the cotton plant. This cotton is known as white gold in India. It means that the cotton plants without seed, it's directly growing only the cotton, it's not having a seed. That plant directly it will grow cotton without seed. This plant in India, it is known as white gold. Beside, the cotton seed oil is used to prepare edible oil, and its seeds and oil cakes is used as a animal fodder. In slide, I explain you that the seed is used as an animal fodder. It means the animal is going to eat this seed. So this is an animal, it can be used as an animal fodder. And there are some people in India, they are using cotton seed oil as a edible oil. It means for the cooking purpose. Black lava soil which can retain humidity for a longer time. Soil with a plenty of a mineral contains hot and humid climate. It means to grow the cotton, it required black lava soil. It means soil can retain humidity. It means it can retain moisture for a longer time. Soil which contain plenty of a mineral. It means the soil which having a number of biotic, it contains high level of biotic elements. It means it contains minerals, and it required hot and humid climate is favorable to grow cotton crop. It required temperature between 20 to 35 degree of temperature is favorable for growing cotton crop. It required 30 to 70 centimeter of rainfall is favorable for the cotton crop plantation. Growing season for a cotton is about 6 to 8 months. It means in 12 months you can grow. 6 to 8 months is a growing season of cotton. It means that almost 6 to 8 months you can cultivate cotton out of 12 months. Frost damage the cotton crop. It means a dew drops in the morning in a winter season, it can damage the cotton crops. In India, major cotton producing states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, etc. are the major state producing the cotton crop. As the farmer of Gujarat have accepted, as Gujarat farmers have accepted BT It means Bacillus thuringiensis cottonseed. It means technically genetic seed. It's now available. It means that in Gujarat the farmer are using BT cotton seeds. Gujarat stand first in India as area sown. It means grown and productivity, total production and quality of a cotton. It means Gujarat stand first in the quality of cotton. It means in Gujarat it's giving good quality of cotton, and the Gujarat is it's on the first rank in the area of growing the production of a cotton crops, and if the almost the total land is covered with the cotton crops. It means the high production number of a production of cotton crops is coming from Gujarat. So Gujarat stand first. So thank you everyone. Tomorrow we will continue with next topic.